So as we're filling this, I'm just going through, I'm using the rod here to kind of screed it. So, you know, I'm making sure that I get form full, and then I'm just taking my rod here and screeding or striking it off to kind of even it off at the top. And then I take my magnesium float here, and I'm just going to run it back and forth to try and give it a nice smooth finish. I'm going to use this a little bit to consolidate some of the concrete in those corners. Now I'm using this float. It's beveled, so it's kind of a rounded bottom. So as I'm using it, whichever direction I want to go in, so if I want to go towards the camera, I'm going to lift up that side of the float and drag it across. Same thing going the opposite way. I'm just going to lift up the edge in the direction that I'm going, and that's how you really get a nice smooth finish. So the float is just to really start to get everything nice and level here. It's not to actually finish it to a real smooth finish. We're going to get into that when we do the next part of this, when we do the slab. This is just to smooth it all out here. To get it smooth like glass, you'd get into using a trowel, steel trowel. But here we're just going to use the magnesium float. So we've done that all the way around, and now we're starting to see, if you see on the further end, we're seeing some bleed water come to the top, and that's okay, that's what's going to happen. We don't need to worry about going to a real smooth finish with these beams because it's all going to be covered by a slab anyway. We just want to make sure it's nice and level at the top of our formwork. So now what I'm going to do here on this end is all I'm going to do is I'm going to screed it and I'm going to float the top. I'm not going to wrap on it with a mallet. So before I go too much further, I'm just going to take care of this side. Wrap on this side. So I want to make sure that these parts are good and consolidated. From here on out, I'm only going to screed it with the rod, and I'm going to use the float. So we're mixing up a little bit more concrete to finish off this column. We're going to fill the last column now. Again, we're not going to rod it. We're really not going to wrap on it with the mallet. We're just going to get the concrete down in there, float it off on the top. So everywhere that is painted orange, remember these locations, because when we strip the formwork, we want you to see what the result is from not consolidating the concrete at all. We're going to go ahead and finish up this this last column. Same process as before. We're just going to shovel it in. We're actually not doing the same process as before because we're not rodding it and we're not wrapping on it with a mallet. But we're going to go ahead and get this filled, and then we'll come back.